tell you about people that you got in your life today and how they're influencers to what you got going on a daily. You got to realize that like Abraham and Lot, they were occupying the same land, had a lot of sheep, cattle, and herd. And it was so they didn't even have enough land for the both of them. It was just creating tension, strife up against them, and one had to go, which was Lot. And when he left, God told Abraham, all the land you see, that's for you. He didn't speak to Abraham while Lot was there. He spoke to him after he left to let him know, hey, that's for you. So in your life, do you have lots in your life that are giving their opinions about how you should live your life? And you don't owe nobody nothing but to love everybody. That's Romans 13:8. So you got to sit back and think about the people that you got in your life, people that you're dealing with on the regular. You know, like we only got one life to live, and if we live in our life to please people and going based off their opinions of how we should look, how we should dress, talk, act, walk, whatever the case may be, we're living up to how they view us. And we can't reach our destinies and our goals like that. Don't allow somebody to squeeze you into the mold that they want you to be based on all their viewpoints and opinions of you. You got a lot of people out here who have an opinion, but don't mean you no good. And you're the type of individual who is caring and always want to be there to help somebody. And you'll swim across the ocean for them to help them, and they won't even jump over a puddle to help you. You got to think about that. That's the day, the time, the lifestyle, that life that we living in. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people got you in their life for what you can do for them, how you're a benefit for them. Until you're no longer beneficial to them, there's nothing. They don't want you around. They're not as humble. They're not as understanding. They're not as forgiving. They're not. You got only thing I can say is, who you gonna give accountability to? Do you owe accountability to people, or do you owe accountability to God? Because if you're trying to keep everybody happy, there's gonna be one person who ain't gonna be happy. There's always gonna be one person who ain't gonna be happy, and that one person is gonna be you. You're gonna be exhausted. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be stressed out because you can't keep them happy. You gotta look at things for what they are and not for what they should be. You have to. You gotta look at people who are really trying to add to you and not take from, who's making withdrawals and not deposits. Because usually the people who make the most withdrawals are the ones putting the least deposits in. They always taking from you. But they ain't putting in. I'm gonna give you a story and I'm gonna tell you something about these opinions. You got one day it was a son, a grandfather, the grandson, and a donkey. And they were just walking down the road, and the grandfather had the grandson on the back of the donkey. And some people were passing by, and you could hear them saying, "Look at that! Look at that! That don't make no sense. That boy got his grandpa walking." on why he riding the donkey. So the grandpa heard it, took the little boy off the donkey, and he got on the donkey and let the little boy walk for a little bit. Next thing you know, here come the next person. Look at that. That old man got that little young kid walking beside the donkey and God dog, he up there just riding it. He heard that, so then the grandpa get off the donkey. And then he's like, no. They both get on the donkey. The next car come by and like, damn, look at that. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Both of them just wearing that poor donkey out. Oh, they got to thinking now, and guess what happened next? By the time they made it into town, they both carrying the damn donkey. Come on, man. Let's stop living on people's opinions, their viewpoints and thoughts of us. Because we have a goal and a destiny to fulfill. You know, it's okay to try and be there for people. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. But after you tried and you done all you can do, and they still not accepting, they still want more and more from you, steady making want to make withdrawals, don't make a deposit, that's when you have to let them go. Because you have a destiny to fulfill. And if you focused on fulfilling their destiny and their request, you're not fulfilling yours. Hey, no more living for people. Live for yourself and live for what God got us to do. That's how we have to live our lives. Amen and amen.